Kitten Tales.
Meowrella and the Magical Ball.
In the quiet corners of a cozy town library lived Meowrella, a shy gray tabby cat with big green eyes and a heart full of dreams. She spent her days curled up in bookshelves and her nights reading stories by moonlight, especially ends about music, dancing, and magic. She's a sweet and shy little library cat. While others chase mice or nap in the sun, Meowrella dreams of dancing under sparkling stars. But she's never danced before, just watched from the pages of her books. One quiet, magical evening, Meowrella knocked over an old, dusty book. When it flopped open, a shimmering golden invitation floated into the air. It read, "To the bearer of this message, you are invited to the midnight ball of magical cats. Come dance at the midnight ball of magical cats." Meowrella gasped. Could her dream really come true? As the clock struck 12, a swirl of glittering light surrounded Meowrella. With a soft meow, she was whisked away through the stars, landing in a glowing ballroom in the clouds. She opened her eyes and saw a sky full of twinkling lights, and a ballroom filled with magical dancing cats. Elegant cats twirled and spun under chandeliers made of moonbeams. The music played, and cats spun and leaped with joy. A kind cat in a top hat greeted her. "Welcome, Meowrella. Would you like to dance?" Meowrella was nervous, but she remembered her dream. Meowrella took a deep breath and nodded. This was her moment. At first, she was wobbly, but then she twirled and twirled again. Her paws glided across the floor as she danced with joy, her heart sparkling brighter than the stars above. She took one step, then another, and soon Meowrella was dancing all over the magical ballroom. Her paws glided, her tail twirled, and her heart sang. She was dancing, really dancing, just like in her dreams. As the clock chimed 1, the stars faded, and the ballroom shimmered away. Ding-dong! And the ballroom began to fade. Meowrella blinked, and she was back in the library. Was it all a dream? She looked down and smiled. A shiny ribbon on her tail sparkled in the moonlight. From that night on, Meowrella wasn't just the shy library cat. She danced with joy down the aisles, inspiring all the kittens who came to Storytime with her magic, her courage, and her sparkle. Now Meowrella dances every day right between the bookshelves. And every kitten who sees her knows, if you believe in your dreams, anything is possible. The end.
Captain Meow and the Lost Treasure.
In a cozy harbor made of cushions and yarn, Captain Meow, a brave kitten pirate, unrolls a glowing treasure map. His loyal crew, Patch, Paws, and Whiskers, gather around. The map shows a twisty path across the silky sea, leading to the legendary Golden Yarn Ball. Ahoy, mateys! Meet Captain Meow and his fluffy pirate crew. Today, they found a shiny magical map that leads to the Golden Yarn Ball. Meow-mazing. Time to set sail on a perfect adventure. The crew boards their ship, the Whisker Wind, with sails shaped like cat ears. They wave goodbye to the harbor and set off across the glittering sea. The kittens sing a pirate song as the wind gently pushes them along. Captain Meow stands tall at the wheel, his eyes sparkling with excitement. The Whisker Wind is off and sailing. The sea is sparkly, the sky is bright, and our kitten pirates are ready for fun. Yo ho ho, and away they go. Suddenly, dark clouds gather. A big storm crashes over the ship. The kittens hold on tight as waves splash and lightning flashes. Captain Meow keeps calm and steers them through the storm, while the crew works together to tie ropes, hold lanterns, and cheer each other on. Oh no, a storm is here. But don't worry. Captain Meow and his crew are brave and strong. Working together, they keep the ship safe. That's what friends do. The storm clears, and the crew spots an island covered in shimmering seashells. The shells begin to sing in tiny, tinkling voices. The kittens dance and laugh. They meet a lonely turtle named Tico, who has no one to play with. The crew invites him to join the adventure. Land ho! Look at this magical island. The shells are singing, la la la, and look, a new friend named Tico. Let's bring him aboard. The more friends, the merrier. As they sail farther, the ship gets caught in a floating forest of tangled seaweed. The kittens try to pull the ship free, but it's stuck tight. Tico the turtle dives under the sea and untangles the seaweed with his flippers. The kittens cheer and thank him with happy purrs and hugs. Oh no, the whisker wind is all tangled up. But wait, Tico to the rescue. Hooray for teamwork. Good friends help each other, no matter what. They follow the map to a glowing cave with twinkling walls made of glittery crystals. Inside, they find the legendary golden yarn ball, glowing with magic. But as they reach for it, it floats away and gently disappears in a swirl of sparkles. Look, it's the golden yarn ball. But, oh, it's floating away. Was it ever really there? Maybe this treasure is a little trickier than they thought. Captain Meow looks at his crew, smiling, hugging, and laughing together. He realizes that the best treasure isn't shiny or gold. It's the wonderful friends they've made. The kittens and Tico cheer, dance, and enjoy the moment together. Captain Meow smiles. The golden yarn ball is gone. But guess what? He's already found the greatest treasure, friendship, because adventures are better when we share them with friends. The whisker wind sails back to the harbor at sunset. The kittens wave at new friends along the shore. They hang a new flag on the ship, a big heart surrounded by yarn and paw prints. Captain Meow gives a proud meow as they all cuddle together, watching the stars. The journey is over, but the friendship lasts forever. Captain Meow and her crew return home with hearts full of joy. And remember, little pirates, friends are the greatest treasure of all.
The Three Little Kittens That Lost Their Mittens.
Once upon a time, in a cozy, warm little cottage, tucked under a big oak tree, lived 3 cute, fluffy kittens, Sunny, Muffin, and Bubbles. One chilly morning, Mama Cat called out,
"Time to put on your mittens, little ones."
But when the kittens searched their toy boxes and drawers, their mittens were gone. The kittens looked high and low. Under the table, behind the chair, and even inside their toy chest, but not a single mitten in sight.
Where could they be?
Sunny meowed.
"Maybe the wind carried them away,"
said Muffin softly. Bubbles bounced on the bed, giggling. Wait, what's that on the ground? Outside, they spotted a trail of cookie crumbs leading toward the garden. The kittens tiptoed behind it, following the trail. Sunny said,
This looks suspicious.
Do you think someone took them?
Muffin whispered.
Maybe a mitten monster.
Bubbles giggled. Were the mittens stolen? Curious, the 3 little kittens followed the cookie trail. At the end of the crumb trail, they found a laundry basket. Inside were not monsters, but their mittens, tangled with blankets and socks.
We forgot we were playing Laundry Day,
laughed Sunny. They peeked inside the basket, and there they were, all the missing mittens. The kittens had used them to play dress-up the day before and forgot to put them back. Back in the cottage, Mama Cat helped them dust off the mittens and warm them by the fire.
Let's make a mitten cubby. Then we'll always know where they go,
suggested Muffin. Sunny and Bubbles nodded. Mama Cat smiled kindly.
It's okay, little ones. Just remember to care for your things.
The kittens purred. From now on, they would keep their mittens safe. The kittens proudly wore their freshly found mittens and paraded around the cottage, clapping, dancing, and singing. Even Mama Cat joined the fun with a pair of mittens just her size. With their mittens on, the kittens danced and twirled. They weren't just warm, they were proud. And from that day on, no mitten ever went missing again.
The end. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like for more feline adventures.